Now, in today's video, we are going to be talking about the absolute best way, the best strategy, the best approach to make $100 every single day from swing trading in the stock market. So, I hope you guys all enjoy it. If you guys do, hit that like button and subscribe. And if you guys want to learn more about swing trading, like how to find stocks and opportunity, the scanners, our entry points, exits, our full strategy breakdown, check out our school. It's fantastic. It's an 8-week course. We constantly update it, and you guys can have lifetime access to it. It's awesome. There's private live streams, there's a group chat, quizzes, lectures, there's a final exam, and you guys can get 51% off by using code TRADER. Code TRADER, only 4 spots left for that code. So if you want to elevate your trading game, check it out down below. You won't regret it. And let's jump into this. So this is one of the most common questions that I get asked is, Carter, I want to make $100 every single day. Now, when it comes with trading, and especially swing trading, you're only going to be taking a couple of positions per month. So in reality, one of the things you need to understand is you have to have very, very realistic expectations. A lot of people go into trading thinking that it's this glorious thing that anybody can turn $10 into $1 billion. That's not the case. With trading, you're going to be a good trader, a very, very, very successful trader if you make 3% per month. 3% per month. So if you have $100, that's only going to be like $3. So one of the things you need to realize when it comes with trading is having those realistic expectations. But the great thing about trading, though, is the profits you make today can be used as leverage tomorrow. You can compound your account very, very quick, as well as if you guys are profitable with $100, you're going to be profitable with $1,000 or $10,000. Once you have a good strategy, it all comes down to just repetition and being consistent. And, if you're making $1 a day, the only thing that's separating you from making more money is just your account size. So focus on those small base hits. Don't swing for the fences. Journal those trades. And let's jump into this here. When it comes to trading, one of the things that you have to have, especially starting out, is going to be a good broker. Now, the broker I use is a broker called Moomoo. They're absolutely fantastic. I'll put a link to them down below because you guys can get up to 20 free stock just by signing up. So, you'll have access to scanners, charting, AI tools, and paper trading. So if you're learning to trade, this is the route to go, as well as fraction shares. So if you want to start trading with a small amount of money, you can buy partial shares of companies and practice those trades and try to grow that small account. So another thing I want to talk about is more on the strategy. So before you ever place a trade, you want a set list of criteria. So what this entails, is a stock on an upward trend, sold off down to some sort of support level. What's the RSI? What's the lower time frame? When is the earnings report? All of this stuff is crucial to your trading because you want to understand as much as you can about the stock that you're looking to trade. So let's talk about a position that we took today. We're already up about 2%, which is awesome. Like I said, our goal, 3% a month. Given that in one day we're up 2%, awesome. That's fantastic. So with this approach here, the first thing we look at is that trend, that upward trend. So the stock that we're trading is GAP, G-A-P. You guys will see that the stock has gone from about $9 to about $30. So it has that good upward trend. In the past couple of weeks here, we've seen a lot of consolidation. So it really hasn't seen huge amounts of buying pressure nor huge amounts of selling pressure. And you guys can kind of see that we have heavy support here on this red line. This red line is what we call a 200-day EMA line, also known as moving average line. You guys can see in the past here, it sold off down to these levels, and look what happens when it hits it. Buying pressure, buying pressure, buying pressure. So recently what happened was it sold off down to that level again. Now, this is just one thing we look at. Another thing we look at is something called the RSI. The RSI at the time of purchase was trading for a 40, which could be a little bit, honestly, of an overvalued point. But what I think is more important is to look back at history. What has the stock done when the RSI is at a 40? Well, the last time it was trading for a 40, it was back in here, and we saw a nice little move from 22 to about 25 or 24. Previous to that was in here, where we saw a stock go from 20 to 26. So we know that the last points of contact where it was trading for a 40, we saw some sort of buying pressure. Now, the next thing we want to look at is other time frames. Now, the reason why this is so important is because one time frame could be telling you one thing, and then another time frame could be telling you another. So we look at, or I look at, the hourly to the 4-hourly chart. Now here, what we saw is this general downward trend. We saw this downward trend here, and we got in on that breakout right here. We got in on that breakout where that stock pushed up above that 90-day moving average line, giving an average cost of about $22.69. Now, the stock then went from 22 all the way up to about almost $23, which is really good. One of the things right now that does concern me is it's hitting that red line. So that 200-day moving average line on that hourly time frame has some resistance there. But what we're going to see is how the market reacts to it tomorrow, because we did take a light trade with it. Taking a light trade during times of market volatility, which is what we're experiencing, is very, very normal to do, waiting for more of a confirmation before we add to our position. So I wanted to talk about this because with the stock here, just like this, you can still place good trades and you can still understand, your approach and all that good stuff. And all we're looking for is a small move. So let's talk about here a stock that we recently traded. So one of the stocks here that we recently traded was ticker symbol GLNG. Looking at that daily time frame, we'll see that heavy support here on that 90-day moving average line. It has more of an upward trend, which is kind of more of what we look for, which is good. It was super undervalued on the RSI. Instead of trading for a 40, it was trading for a 32, which is a lot better here. Now you guys can see where it sold off, hit it in the past. We had a good buying pressure, and that's kind of where we got in right there. But look at the previous points of contact here. Heavy support, heavy amounts of buying pressure, which is just more indication. And in a position like this, you just have a little more confidence that you can go a little heavier, which is exactly what we did. Moving to that lower time frame, you guys can see here that general downward trend. We got in on that breakout, keeping our stop loss just below that $38. The stock popped up here, and what we did is we were waiting. Right? You can see that trend right here, which is a little better. We were waiting for that push above, these moving average lines, which is what happened. Then it sold off down below that trend and that 50-day EMA line, which is exactly where we got out of that trade, covering very, very nice profits. So yes, the approach is there with that other stock, but I wanted to show you two examples. The first example is a stock we're in on, light position, waiting for that breakout. The other one is a stock that has already broken out and the trade has already happened, so you guys can kind of see how it reacts, how the setup works. So guys, I hope you guys all enjoyed this. More importantly, I hope you learned something. Trading is not easy. It's not an easy way to get rich quick. You just got to put in the time and education. So check out our school, Code Trader, to get 51% off. I'll see you guys in there. Sign up with Moomoo, which is the broker I use, and I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.